almost had a child with my sister, and we didn't know until it was too late. I never thought I would write something like this. Even now, putting these words together feels unreal, but I need to tell this story. Not to shock. Not to excuse myself. Just to explain how a truth you never suspected can destroy everything you believed about your life. I met her when we were already adults. We did not grow up together. We did not share a childhood. We had no memories in common. To me, she was just another woman. We met in a completely normal way. Through friends. A casual conversation. A laugh that turned into longer talks. There was nothing strange about it. Nothing that felt wrong. We connected naturally, like two people who happened to meet at the right moment in their lives. I had never been told I had siblings. I grew up believing I was an only child. My father was never present, and my mother avoided talking about her past. I never pushed too hard. Some silences feel permanent, and you learn to live around them. Our relationship moved forward quickly, but not recklessly. We talked a lot. About life, pain, plans, fears. It wasn't superficial. For the first time, I felt like I was building something real. She also had gaps in her family history. Her father had died when she was young. Her mother avoided certain topics. Dates didn't always add up. Stories felt incomplete. But no one imagined something like this. No one even considers it. Then one day she told me something that changed everything. She was pregnant. I still remember her expression. Fear, happiness, disbelief, all mixed together. I didn't speak for a few seconds, and then a feeling I had never experienced before settled in. Responsibility, hope, and fear. We talked for hours that night. About names. About how our lives would change. About whether we were ready. It wasn't perfect happiness. It was real. Heavy. Human. Then things started going wrong. Not suddenly. Slowly. She began to feel physically worse. Pain. Dizziness. Extreme exhaustion. At first, the doctors said it could be normal, but as the weeks passed, her body seemed to weaken instead of adapt. One night she woke up crying. A few hours later, we were in a hospital. That's where we lost the pregnancy. There's no gentle way to say it. It ended. No screaming. No dramatic scenes. Just silence. A silence so heavy it splits you in half. We left the hospital without knowing what to say, without knowing how to look at each other. The weeks that followed were strange and painful. We mourned differently. I tried to stay strong. She withdrew into herself. The relationship began to crack, not because love was gone, but because grief was everywhere. It was during that grief that the truth began to surface. Not all at once. Slowly. Cruelly. Everything started with a conversation with my mother. I mentioned the miscarriage. I mentioned her name. I mentioned her last name. I saw my mother's face change instantly. She didn't shout. She didn't get angry. She didn't try to